In today's video, I've got you all a in detail domestic air travel experience during this unlock phase of pandemic situation. I hope it will help you all to be better prepared for your next travel. So let's get started.
Hi Shahrukh, thanks for joining us today. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hi Neeta, hello everyone. I am Shahrukh and I'm currently working as a software engineer in a MNC in Mindspace, Hyderabad.
Okay, so when did you travel?
I recently traveled on 1st July from Hyderabad to Ranchi, then to my hometown Jamshedpur.
Okay, so during this pandemic situation, what made you travel?
I am a bachelor living with my friends, so doing household chores was literally a nightmare for me. So as soon as government announced flight operations have been started, I decided to travel to my hometown.
Okay, so as we all know that government has applied a cap on the airfares, have you seen any major difference among the airline fares?
I could not see any major difference. It was pretty much reasonable.
Okay, okay, so how did you manage to reach airport?
I booked the Ola cab to go to airport. So the driver came with proper precautions, wearing a mask. The cab was properly sanitized. The door handles were sanitized. So I reached safely by a Ola cab.
Okay, how was the new normal as soon as you reach airport?
Firstly, we need to reach the airport 2 hours prior to our flight departure, and there you could see flow markings that is made to make people stand at a distance, and you can see police personals guiding people and helping people. Even the ground staff was very helpful, and I was traveling by Indigo, so it was mandatory to do web check-in and print the boarding pass. I did the same.
And what if someone missed to do a print of boarding pass?
In that case, we have a web check-in cash at the gate, and ground staff is helping anyone who has forgot to print the boarding pass, so they can get it printed over there.
Okay. Have you seen any difference in the security and ID check process?
In that, I can say there are two additional steps. Firstly, the Arogya Setu app, they'll check your Arogya Setu app for from which zone you're coming and your risk level. Then there is a bench where your temperature will be checked. You will be provided sanitizer, and after that, the guard would check your boarding pass and your identity card through a glass window. You can just show the boarding pass and identity card, and you can enter the gate.
Oh, so it's more like a touchless experience.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did the baggage drop process go?
The baggage drop process, the in the line the people were maintaining distance, and when you reach the baggage counter kiosk, the staff would help you to scan your barcode, and you'll have to put the your baggage on the weighing machine, and according to that tag will be printed, which you'll have to only stick on the baggage and move your baggage forward.
Okay. So were there any extra checks or measures taken during the security check-in?
Security check-in was quite similar. The people were standing at quite distance, and their personal belongings, which you keep in the tray, were also sanitized. When it comes out of the machine, you can feel it's a little wet, so it's also sanitized. Then the similar way, the guard would scan and stamp your boarding pass. Then you can continue ahead.
Okay, so have you seen any difference in the hygiene that is maintained at the airport in terms of, the seating section or the washrooms hygiene?
In the washrooms, there were sanitizers at every place. There were dedicated staff who was telling the passengers to use the sanitizers every time, and the washrooms were also cleaned at interval of 15-20 minutes. And at the boarding gate, you can see the chairs were marked with X, so the people would sit at distance and maintain social distancing. and I reached airport quite early. I had 1.5 hours time left in hand, so to my luck, the lounge was open on that day only. So I went to the lounge.
Okay. So, what difference have you seen in the launch experience?
It was quite different. The buffet system was removed. There were single
Mm-hmm.
table and chairs there, and personalized treatment were given. The waiter would come with a menu, and you can order at the table. And as soon as you finish and you leave, the table was sanitized properly, and a board was kept that this table has been sanitized. And it was really good. And I could say the safest place to eat at the airport is the lounge.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, and how did the gate check-in process handled by the airlines?
It was started around 50 minutes earlier. So as soon as you reach the gate, there was a separate line in where they were providing security kits according to your seat. So if you have a corner seat, you will get a three-layered mask, a sanitizer pouch, and a face shield, which you can use to cover your face. And if you have the middle seat, you will get extra PPE kit, which you will have to wear throughout the journey. Then you were taken in bus in batches. In bus also safety precautions were taken, and then all the passengers were taken with the flight.
Okay. So, how was the in-flight experience?
Inside the flight, the staff, the air hostess, everyone were wearing PPE kits, hand gloves, shields, masks, and the whole plane was sanitized. So after everyone got seated, the during the flight also the air hostess were keeping check that the middle row persons were wearing PPE kits. Everyone was wearing shields, and even no food was given to reduce interaction, and some water was given just on demand. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, it was very safe, you can say.
Okay. So, how are the things after landing?
As soon as we landed the Ranchi airport, there was a designated place where you had to throw your face shields, and after that
Mm-hmm.
we went to take the luggage. People went in batches, so there is not much crowd. So we took the baggage, and at the exit gate, firstly they put a stamp of 14 days home quarantine on everyone's hand, and at the gate only you have to drop a self declaration form in which you acknowledge that you don't have COVID-19, and you have to put your destination address. So if anyone has symptoms, the government can easily track that person. From there, I
Yeah.
took a private cab to my hometown Jamshedpur.
Okay. So, how was your road travel experience?
So it took around 2 hours to reach Jamshedpur. So at the outskirts of Jamshedpur, there were checkposts everywhere. So every vehicle going there was checked. People were tracked for their travel history. And if you are in the city for less than 24 hours, you don't need to be in any quarantine. But if you are
Mm-hmm.
here to stay in the city, you'll have to either go into institutional quarantine or home quarantine. So
Okay.
I was insisted by officials to go in institutional quarantine, but I was coming from a place from Hyderabad which is green zone, and I also had no symptoms, so I preferred home quarantine. So a home quarantine paper was made, and after that, after 1 or 2 days, officials came and put a sticker outside my house that a person is in home quarantine, so you should not enter the house for next 14 days.
Okay. So, what precautions and measures have you taken after reaching home?
After reaching home, firstly, I isolated myself for 14 days, and I was taking all the precautions to not come very close by to my family members until 14 days. So it was
Mm-hmm.
after that only I stepped out of my house.
Okay. Thanks, Shahrukh. Thanks for in detailed explanation on how your travel experience was.
Thank you, Nita.
If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. Share it with your family and friends who are planning for a travel. Please share in comments below if you have any recent travel experience or in case of any queries. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks. Bye.